Hey guys, good morning. This is George. Hope you're well. Let's get to it. Now I put my $3 ATS up so that we can see what's going on with the ATS, but apart from that I don't have any bets. I ran out of money and basically I'm just rolling dice and expecting other people to bet on Crapsee. That's all. Here we go. That's a 1, 2, 3. Hi Richard, good morning. How was it drift? Six, 4, 10 explosion left. There's it. $257. There goes my $3. Five or the 2. The 5 was on the right die, so I need to take good care of that one. Repeat last. Hey, what's up, Brian? There's a lot of emphasis is given on the grip because my grip was wrong. Aces. Implosion left. No roll. That's it. Six, 4, 10. In the 10 is dominant in terms of the boxes. Nothing but a 10. Oh, pitch 7. I think it's the first on axis that I had. Yeah. 1-2 was a drift, 6-4 was off axis left, 2-5 off axis right, 1-1 off axis left, 6-4 off axis left, 3-4. That's the first one on axis but double pitch. Losing my $3. Pick last. One, 6, 7. That's it. Stay on the bloody thing, come on. No roll. Six, 3, 9 again. That's explosion. Of the left die. Picking up from the right, because this is ridiculous. Five, 2, 7 implosion. Oh, sorry, explosion of the right die. Another $3 down the drain. So sorry guys, not shooting well, so go dark side. I cannot change the set. I can only use mechanics, so I'm going to go in a very deep grip. Five, 1, 6 primary. Eyes out. One for 5 seconds. Well, one is explosion, sorry, implosion left. I'll get it right. Dice up. One, two, three, drift. Good morning, Arnold. Is a full grip. Dice up. 5-6 double pitch. So on this one we had 2 on axis. Eyes up. Stop this over rotating. Stop this bouncing. Dice up. Six, 3, 9. Explosion left. Hard 8. Three, 1, 4. Second. Six, 3, 9 again. One for 5. 6 to 8 explosion. Dice up. Five one primary. Front line. Because if, sorry, I'm just answering Arnold why. Good morning, Henry. It's okay, man. The reason why I changed to full grip is because I'm not able to understand what I'm doing wrong with my gripping of the dice and why they are going so much off axis to the point where I don't understand what's going on. So I guess that's why, Arnold. I don't know whether that answers, but it's still a partial, but it's a full grip partial basically. Since I cannot change the set that I'm using, I have this challenge for a whole month. I thought, okay, I can improve my mechanics, so this is what I'm trying to do. 369, the right way. One for five or fast. One, 5, 6 implosion on both. This is persistently imploding or exploding, so how much pressure do you on full grip? Very little, if any. Very little, if any. The reason being, if you exert too much pressure, then the release is a lot longer because you have full full contact with the dice. So the chances of messing up the release and sending your dice in a really bad sort of way, it's much higher as opposed to just being very light on how you hold them. I start with a very tight grip when I come down on the dice. Hold them very tightly, and then I release before I even lift the dice off the table to set them for a starting position. Then when I stop, they're really light in my hands. Aces. Good, we needed those, I think. Unfortunately, I look random. That's the small. I get paid 34. Cool. Left eye is very persistent. I'm afraid of putting any pressure on it. No roll. Dice out. Six, 3, 9. Again, left eye doing its thing. It's the front line. I understand, Arnold. I would say that the pickup, the position where you, before you, the starting position, that's where you make your final adjustments so that, for example, your thumb can be high up on the edges, so you can go with a Uri grip, which doesn't require you to have any contact, but rather just the edges of the dice. So you can actually look into the Uri grip, which is quite a difficult grip to get used to, but very consistent once you master it. I am not at that level, but I can see the benefits of using it, especially if, as you say, dice get sticky. That's a 257. Ah, shame. It's a come out. This is right die implosion. Alright, so I'll stop talking. Let's see where we are. We're at 17. Okay. 2. Or middle of the road, not all the way down, so. No roll. Let me go back on my ATS for $3. There we go. Aces. Okay, just in case we missed it the last time. A6. That's a natural 7. So you see, as soon as I change the grip, stupid things started happening. Repeat last. Good morning, Mel. 4. Two 6/8 primary. Four, 3. All right, so we stayed on the axis, but we screwed everything else up. Double pitch pit. 4, 3. So that was a what? 22. It's better than the first 2, which we came back from. First 3, something like that. But still, the full grip seems to be working better than anything else for the time being. It's really cold here, and really don't want to wear, anything over my t-shirt, but sometimes I need to think about my health as well as the quality of my roll. Anyway, here we go. $3 coming right up, sir. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. 5-1, that's a primary. Come on, let's go, let's do this, let's just get the axis right. 5-1-6. Heart 10, that's implosion of the right die. First of its name, by the way. Nice. Straight explosion of both. Nope, not good. 1.6. Hey, good morning, Byron. Good morning, good morning. Repeat last. $3 on the ATS. Six-two explosion on both. Hard 8. Triangular. No roll. Six to eight. Explosion ball. $639, explosion left. 246 secondary. Ah, 4-3 double pitch. It's a side pitch because I can see the 5-1 here. The sweater, okay. I don't know, guys. Eso. 1-3. One five. Both dies imploded. One three. Left eye closes. Dice up. Six five drifts. All right, I'm going left. Going to the left hook. Nice up. 358. Aces. Welcome back. Not very happy when I hit aces, especially when I change landing zone to avoid this blue ace. Anyway. Deze. It's a 4-3. Stayed on axis, double pitched it. Shame, shame, shame. Take care, Henry, man. Philippines. Ah, man, thanks. Appreciate that, Arnold. Let's repeat our bet. I'm only losing $3 at a time, but at the same time, you know, I don't have money. I'm just doing it for the ATS to light up. Here we go. This was a short roll. 2, 4, 6. That's up. That's a 1, 6, 7. Five, 1, 6 triangle. Sorry guys, just give me a chance to put my $3 up, because I don't know whether anybody's betting the ATS. Here we go. Deze. Ah. 5-2. Back to full grip. Put back our ATS. Deze. 415. Secondary. Dice up. $415. Front line. Dice up. Five, six double pitch. Dice up. Heart 6, primary. Dice up. 6 to 8 explosion of both. That I didn't expect. Heart 6, primary, front line. Six, 4, 10. Explosion left. Dice. Six, 5 drift. We had that. Dice up. Aces on the other side. Again, I don't like the blue ace. Although needed, just makes you look random, that's all. Two, 6, 8 primary. Thank you for that primary. Four, 1, 5. Secondary. That's a 3, 4, 7. Okay, Arnold, just to answer that question, that's a very difficult question. Do you have a place to practice? If you have a place to practice, then yes, you can actually find a set to start your rolls. I think I had a cheat sheet. It's like a cheat sheet for... I don't know whether I have... Maybe not, I don't know. This one, nope. Thought I had something, but I don't. Windows capture to speak on my mic, nope. There you go. So if you have somewhere to practice, you can use this. Take a screenshot of this. And good morning, Ken. This will guide you on what sort of sets suit you best. After 2 rolls, you'll be able to to understand what sets, what family of sets suits you best. So this is something I developed, but it's not an original idea, by the way. If you go to something like Bone Tracker, Bone Tracker actually supports the ideas that I'm setting out here. All right, back to shooting dice. Do you ever play roulette? I used to play roulette, but only single 0 ones, not double zeros. I don't like that. I think it's stupid, and I think now Vegas is coming up with 3 zeros and rubbish like that to increase their ability to cheat you out of your money, so I don't like that. Here we go, repeat last. Dice out. 4610 secondary. Nice. Two, 1, 3 now pitch. One, 5, 6 enclosure on both. One, 6, 7. If I don't get this right soon, how many rolls is that? Let's just check. 67. I need a good roll because everything here is rubbish. I haven't even looked at who is doing what. People are suffering here, so I do apologize for that. Here we go. Repeat last. For one secondary. Three, 2, front line. 468. Four, 5, 9. Hard 8. Really trying to focus on the grips and the toss and the landing. One, 6. Why? Here we go. Four, 1, 5 secondary. One, 5, 6 implosion on both. Really angry about my toss today. Four, 1, 5 secondary front line. 6-5 drift. Four, 5, 9. There you go, 5, 2. Just terrible, terrible, terrible. I was explosion of this die. Or 5, 3 to 5, 2. Do you believe in visualization? Absolutely. If whatever I say, you know, that the die imploded, whatever, etc., etc. It's actually helping you visualize what happened to the dice, the historic result, but also it does help you to imagine the perfect shots as well. So I encourage this. And not necessarily, you know, in the way that the dominator actually, you know, says certain things, but I would say to you that, you know, it's very important to, if you want to become better at this, to be fully immersed into this particular sort of art of throwing the dice and understanding how they behave, what their movements are, whether they rotate correctly, whether they don't, and to accept that to a certain extent you are responsible for sending them and making them behave in a certain way, as opposed to just accepting that, oh, it's the back wall, or it's the chips that hit the dice, etc., etc. So it's, to a certain extent, I want people to become partly accountable. It's when a 7 hits, it's not the back wall. There is contributory sort of negligence in achieving that 7 or getting that 7 out. And a lot of us do not accept that reality. I think it's very important not only to accept it, but to embrace it and try and become better at doing everything that you can before the dice leave your hands and hit in the felt. So if you can do that, then that's fantastic. I watch a lot of live videos, and if I can manage to see what sort of dice set people are using and the results that they're getting, there is a certain element of predictability and certain elements of warning you that you shouldn't be on a certain set, because it's going to cause you more 7s, likely to cause more 7s than not. I'm not trying to affect anybody by what I'm saying here, but an example would be, I don't know, 3-2, 2-3, kissing sixes. A person gets a hard six and the whole table erupts into, you know, well done, high fives, etc. For me, I'm saying my bets are coming off because it could have been hard six here, but both dice could have turned to 2-5-7 very easily on this face or on this face. Alternatively, if I single pitch the dice all the time, it could have come to be this quarter turn of the dice, 3-4-7. So I would actually start with the 3-4-7 on the top or here. So that it does take 2 rotations for the dice to get the 7. Or if I'm always doing on axis results, I should be on a V set. So example 4-6-4-2, any V set, because it only contains 2 7 outs as opposed to 4. And if I'm throwing on axis, then my chances are better with this dice family as opposed to another one. And I see this, and this is the part of contributory negligence that I'm talking about when the 7 comes. People are just not aware that their results may impress the crowd, but sometimes the results should actually upset you because for the set that you chose, they shouldn't happen. Or you shouldn't be on that set basically if they happen, because they're giving you warnings that you're about to, 7 out. Another example would be me throwing a 3-2-3-6 and getting the 1-5-6 implosion. It's a 6. It's not an unwanted result in terms of, the fact that it's high value. A lot of people will actually bet the 6 and 8. However, for me, it does warrant an adjustment, at the very least for me to go to a 5-3-1-3, which is a quarter turn of the same set, and see if my dice continue to go one off axis. Then I shouldn't be on V sets, and I should be on either hard ways or kissing sets. So a lot of the things that we do at the table, we do out of ignorance, and sometimes I'll examine the other side of the coin. When they say ignorance is bliss, that actually does hold true at the craps table, because a lot of people, with the cheer and the good vibe at the table, they get a positive vibe, and they really do not think much about the sets and the preparation and throwing the dice, etc., etc. And that actually leads them to not be stressed out when they pick up the dice, they set, same set again, and throw. So they are more relaxed as opposed to somebody like us who, if I can just go through the steps that we choose a set. So I chose a 3-2-3-6 today. Let me just throw away a quick one so that I can tell you just rather random hard 8. Okay, so what is that telling me? It's telling me I'm on axis, I'm on primary. So it gives me information. Regardless of whether I was on same color dice, it gives me good information in the sense that I am primary. And out of all the sets, all the dice families of sets that I use, this is the best one. So as an experienced shooter, I need at least two shots to confirm whatever is going to happen next. Dice out. 4-6-10, that's another on axis secondary. So no adjustment will be made. There's another reason why I'll stick to this set with no adjustment. because I hit the 4. If my results in a 3V set contain a 3 or a 4, then the off-axis results are non-7 results. So you don't need 2 color dice for that either. Let's go and stay on the set, 3, 2, 3, 6 again. Dice out. 5, 6, that's a double pitch. That is a warning. Remember, what did we do in the first one? We got a primary result, then we went to secondary result, and then a double pitch. This is the beauty of the double pitch on the V set. It contains 2 numbers which are non-7s and 2 numbers which are 4, 3, or whatever the primary set was set to. So this is the advantage of having this set. I'm still on axis and I'm thinking, should I be adjusting my set? For the time being, no, because that was just one result. I could double pitch the set, but it's too early. Let's go. 3, 2, 3, 6. So you can see so many decisions, and I'm also thinking maybe why did I double pitch? Maybe it's the middle finger not being, not doing its job at coordinating everybody else. 4, 3, 7, we double pitched. So there is a lot of things that are warning signs that we can, how should I put this? We can read from our own results. Basically, I'm talking about contributory negligence. If we're good enough, then we should be making adjustments to our sets. In this case, I got the 5, 6. It was a clear indication of a double pitch. It was a double pitch. What should I have done? 2 things. Either rotate my dice and double pitch them so that one of my results is a 3 or a 4, and then throw them. So the set would have become 5, 3, 6, 4. Let's throw it and see. 2, 1, 3, it remained primary. Another advantage of the sets. 2, 1, 3 is a, here it is, 5, 3, 6, 4. 2, 1, 3 is primary. What would I have done? Well, I would have gone to a 5, 3, 1, 3 set. Let's see if I'm right. 2, 6, 8. That's a primary. That's exactly the same mechanics as the last shot. I will explain that. Here we go. Remember, I had the set at the 5, 3, 6, 4. What did I get? I got the 2, 1, 3, which sits at the bottom of the dice. Then I said, okay, what am I going to do? 5, 3, 1, 3. What did I get? 2, 6, 8, which sits right at the bottom. So mechanics are very important if you understand them, and if you develop some sort of consistency through repetitive throwing of the dice, then you need to invest the time to understand the mechanics and the behavior of your dice, basically, and that is going to help you adjust your sets and perhaps make adjustments to your grip, your toss, whether it's a long toss or a short toss, the height, etc., etc. So there's a lot of different things that we can actually learn through repetition, and I'm trying to share as much of these as I can, but I'm trying to share the things that actually make sense, as opposed to telling people the stories about, oh yeah, you can throw a 30 every time or a 40 every time or whatever. This is sorry, BS. Yeah, I think that's how we all start. You know, this is my story, and I would say that 90% of people who like craps get sort of drawn into throwing dice because of their first amazing experience. And at the table, well, you know, when you do that, you're considered a hero because a lot of people make money off you, and you know, it's a drug. People like to be liked. End of story. The truth, though, is something quite different. In order to be a little bit more consistent, you need to spend time at the table. Or if you have a practice rig, I think you should do that. You should spend time actually practicing. It does help. Anyway, I do apologize for going on and on and on. Just want to say thank you for people staying up and watching. Very kind of you. Thank you for your kind comments, and hopefully I'll catch you on the next one. This one was a disaster, I would say. But thank you for watching anyway. Alright guys, this is George. Dice are out.